This is the Investment Venturer, and welcome to the Investor Next Door podcast. Today we'll be discussing Software as a Service, SaaS. I should let you guys know that anything said on this podcast should be used for information and entertainment purposes only. This is not investment advice, and I do not recommend diving into any project or trying any strategy without doing your own research first. Let's start with what is Software as a Service. Software as a Service, SaaS, is a cloud-based software delivery model in which users access software applications over the internet, typically via a web browser without needing to install or maintain the software on their own devices. Key characteristics of SaaS: hosted on the cloud. The software is centrally hosted by the provider, for example on AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud. Users connect via the internet rather than installing it locally. Subscription-based pricing. SaaS is often offered through a monthly or annual subscription model. Users typically pay per user or per usage tier. Automatic updates and maintenance. Software updates, patches, and new features are handled by the provider. Users always have access to the latest version. Accessibility can be accessed from any device with an internet connection and a web browser, for example, laptops, tablets, smartphones. Enables remote and hybrid work environments. Multi-tenancy. Multiple users or companies share the same software instance and infrastructure. Data is securely separated between tenants. Components of SaaS. Application layer. The actual software interface users interact with, for example, Salesforce dashboard. Data layer. Stores user data securely, often in the cloud. Middleware. Connects the front end to the back-end services and APIs. Security layer ensures encryption, access controls, and data compliance. Benefits of SaaS: lower upfront cost. No need to buy expensive software licenses or hardware. Scalability. Easily add or remove users or upgrade features as needed. Maintenance-free. No IT staff needed to install, patch, or upgrade software. Accessibility. Use it anywhere, anytime, ideal for mobile workforces. Collaboration. Built-in features for sharing, real-time editing, etc. For example, Google Workspace. Challenges of SaaS. Internet dependency requires stable internet for access. Data security concerns. Data is stored off-premises, raising privacy regulatory issues. Limited customization. SaaS apps may be less flexible than on-premise solutions. Vendor lock-in, hard to migrate data or switch providers later. Common examples of SaaS. Google. They have Google Workspace, which is used for email, docs, sheets, and Drive. Microsoft. They have Microsoft 365, which is used for Office apps. Salesforce has Salesforce CRM, which is used for customer relationship management. Adobe has Adobe Creative Cloud, which is used for design and editing tools. Shopify is used as an e-commerce store management platform. Zoom is used for video conferencing. SaaS versus other cloud models. SaaS. You use the software, for example, Gmail. PaaS, platform to build software. IaaS, infrastructure to host software. A real-world use case of SaaS is: a small business uses QuickBooks Online SaaS for accounting. It doesn't install anything on local computers. Employees log in through browsers, work from anywhere, and QuickBooks handles updates and backups, saving the business time and IT costs. When to choose. SaaS. You need quick setup and minimal IT. You're a small to medium-sized business with remote or hybrid teams. You want predictable monthly costs and frequent updates. Your priority is access and collaboration over customization. When to choose. Traditional software. You require full control over data and security, for example, government, military. You need deep customization and integration with legacy systems. You operate in environments with limited or no internet access. You're a large enterprise with established IT infrastructure. Now let's discuss why investors like SaaS companies and how to evaluate them. Investing in SaaS, software as a service. Companies can be attractive due to their scalable business models, recurring revenue streams, and high gross margins. However, like all investments, it carries specific risks and requires understanding what drives SaaS business performance. Why investors like SaaS companies. Recurring revenue. Subscription models create predictable cash flow, high gross margins, often 70 to 90% since delivery is digital. Scalability. Adding new customers costs relatively little. Customer lock-in. High switching costs encourage long-term retention. Global reach. Can serve customers anywhere with internet access. Data insights. Providers can leverage usage data to upsell or improve the product. Key metrics to analyze SaaS companies. ARR/MRR, annual/monthly recurring revenue, core revenue base. Net revenue retention, NRR, shows customer retention plus upselling, 100% plus is excellent. Customer acquisition cost, CAC, cost to acquire a new customer. Lifetime value, LTV, total revenue expected from a customer. CAC payback period, time it takes to recover. CAC, shorter is better. Churn rate, percent of customers lost, low churn is ideal. Gross margin, profitability of the service, SaaS equals usually greater than 70%. Rule of 40, revenue growth percent plus profit margin percent, should total greater than 40% for healthy growth companies. Public SaaS company examples. Salesforce ticker symbol. CRM, they focus on CRM and business automation. ServiceNow ticker symbol NOW, they focus on IT service management. Adobe ticker symbol ABDE, they focus on creative and marketing software. Intuit ticker symbol INTU, they focus on accounting, TurboTax, QuickBooks. Atlassian ticker symbol TEAM, they focus on collaboration tools, Jira, Confluence. Snowflake ticker symbol SNOW, they focus on data warehousing. Shopify ticker symbol SHOP focuses on e-commerce. Zoom ticker symbol ZOOM focuses on video communication. How to evaluate a SaaS investment. Business model, is it purely SaaS or hybrid? E.g., some hardware sales equals lower margin. Customer base, are they diversified? Heavy reliance on one client is risky. Growth rate, is revenue growing consistently year over year? Retention, are customers renewing and expanding their contracts? Profitability, many SaaS companies sacrifice profit for growth. Understand where they are on that path. Valuation. High growth. SaaS firms often trade at high multiples EV/revenue. Is the growth justifying the valuation? SaaS ETFs for diversified exposure. Global X Cloud Computing ETF, ticker symbol CLOU with a focus on pure-play cloud software. WisdomTree Cloud Computing ETF, ticker symbol WCLD, equal weighted SaaS and cloud stocks. First Trust Cloud Computing ETF, ticker symbol SKYY, includes SaaS, IaaS, and some traditional tech. Here are some final tips to conclude this episode. For growth-focused portfolios, SaaS can be a high upside investment. For income-focused investors, most SaaS stocks don't pay dividends. Watch earnings calls where companies often update key SaaS metrics like churn and NRR. Consider valuation carefully. Many SaaS companies trade at 10 to 20 times revenue, which can be risky if growth slows. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Be sure to subscribe to the Investor Next Door podcast on your favorite podcast listener. If you're watching on YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe for future episodes. Follow me on social media to stay updated. Twitter X @InvestNDPod. Instagram @InvestNDPod. Share this episode with your friends if you've learned something valuable from this podcast, and I'll see you guys next time.